and CJ BMX, two rock stars of the Endurance Series. David, a meeting. We're going to have a powwow tonight, basically just to let people know what's going on with the Endurance Series and where we stand with that, making sure that we're not screwing it up, or I'm not mucking it up again, and I can assure you that I probably will be. But we are, as of now, we're resetting, or should I say postponing it because of my little unexpected vacation. So we're going to move it back 2 weeks from its original start date, which would have been next Saturday night. So 2 weeks after that, give us some time to practice. It'll be LMP2 and GT3. And of course, visit the website www.theministryofspeed.net, Endurance Series, and sign up. With that said, David, what do you got for us?
I don't know. I'm here for you. Tell me what you got for us.
Well, I tell you what. Being that this is going to be we're going to start slower than we were last time. Obviously, we don't want to just put a big old party together and then it doesn't happen. I think our guys are pretty much are keen to go endurance racing. Now, I did understand last night. CJ was telling me that there is only a 2.5 hour time limit now on the game. So as far as a full 4 hour or 24 hour endurance race, that's going to be a negative, and that's not going to happen. We'll have to either start 12 times or 2 times for the Endurance Series. So how are we going to cross that boundary, and what do you think we should do about that? Or did you even know that?
It's only 2 hour. I didn't know that.
I did not either.
I don't race much.
Well,
I guess if you want to do a 4 hour race, we're gonna have to do it on Project Cars.
Well, I saw the well, that's what we're doing. I saw the well, I don't even have Project Cars anymore. I saw the what do you call it? When you make a room in Project Cars 2, it gives you the amount of time. It says 24 hours for the race, for the practice session. You have a 24-hour qualifying. So I'm kind of lost. I never knew that it was a 2.5 hour limit. Are we sure? I mean, I don't want to put that out there, and
I'm sure CJ's tried it.
Have you tried it, Beth? CJ? Ladies and gentlemen, CJ BMX, a man of many words, usually not uttering a word right now. All right, well, it's going to be full damage, of course, all the regular settings. Now, as far as rain, we probably won't have rain because of the glitch. Now, I'm an advocate for rain, obviously, but I'm also an advocate for fair play. So CJ brought it to my attention last night that some people will feel like it's raining, other people will not, and I cannot have one or the other. It has to be either no rain or everybody has to have rain at the same time. So, that's going to be an issue as well. Now, we will have a day-night cycle. That shouldn't affect it. Affect the grip, other than being it cold, slippery, but it won't be a rain scenario for the first couple of races here, just till we get going. I don't think we'll have driver changes, will we? Since it's a 4 hour race, I think everybody can stick it out for 4 hours. Just put a bucket right next to you and kind of do your thing. Anything else that we want to add as far as the points? This is basically just a kind of a test run to see where we stand. We could working out the driver swaps, pushing the limit of the game platform, I guess. I know in the Project Cars 1 game, the sound was horrible after about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It was just terrible, and that bothered me a lot when we were streaming. I hated that little putting sound that it used to make. That just drove me nuts. So hopefully, I've streamed about 30-40 minute race here, and I did not hear it. So again, hopefully they got that rectified. Anything else other than that we should be addressing, Mr. Griffin? Other than the fact that we're moving it back 2 weeks?
I don't know how we're going to do a 4 hour race.
So I'll tell you what, after Saturday night, Monaco Saturday night, obviously, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'd like to have guys come in and start full-on testing. I mean, just full-on testing. Our races for the evening will be at least an hour long. So if you miss it, if you're late to that one race, it's going to be an hour before you get it. I don't want to stop. I want to keep pushing the platform and seeing, how how that's going to transition. If I'm having a hard time believing that it's only 2 hours. We're gonna have to go. It makes me curious to go find out. But and I heard it from CJ and of course from Zebra. Both these guys are gamers, so I kind of believe it. But I'm not saying that they're not accurate. But I don't see why they would just make a game that would last, especially when they have endurance cars and stuff of that nature. So if anybody out there knows what's going on Texas time, I know you're listening. Let me know what's going on, please. Por favor.
I think it's got to be some kind of glitch or problem.
It must be because they do have that on the on your time when you can choose the amount of time for the race. You can pick 24 hours. I know you can. As a room host, I've seen it. So we'll see how that works out. We'll probably go over there after this practice and just give it a shot and see what we got going on there. Now, as far as teams are not going to be necessary for this first race, but you do want to pick a teammate. Obviously, Family Motorsports is going to be a teammate. They're going to drive the same car, but you want to practice in the other car as well. This first race is going to be between LMP2 and GT3. And so we're going to have a little vote here pretty soon. I'll see who wants to drive what. And if a majority want to drive the LMP2, then we'll go everybody LMP2. If, we got it split down the middle, that would be great. I'd like to see multi-class. That's going to be exciting, with some of the slower GT cars versus some of the faster LMP2 cars. Now, LMP2 is a great handling car. It's a good-looking car. It's fast enough to keep pace. We'll be racing at Spa-Francorchamps classic track. Not the classic track, but a classic track. And so, I think the guys are going to have enough to deal with that track as a whole without weather. Moving over, fast cars coming, slower cars in your way, day, night, maybe. It's going to be exciting. Again, 4 hours. I'm not going to accelerate the time. I don't know. We haven't really decided on a start time yet. I'd like to start somewhere where it turns into night or from night into day. But we'll have to work out the logistics on that as well. So if anybody has any suggestions, comments, or concerns about that, of course, let us know. You can message me, David, or CJ, and of course, they'll let me know one way or the other. But any information that y'all have out there, please bring it to the table. We're not desperate, but we'd like to get this going, and we'd like to get it going pretty quick here. We're already behind a little bit, and so I think Jeremy's having some issues there with his series. So I guess that's going to be okay because it's going to fall into place. So he's back a little bit behind on his GT3 series, and the winner of that, obviously, in Gran Turismo Sport, not Project Cars 2. Not Project Cars 1, but in Gran Turismo Sport, the winner of the GT3 series in points is going to have a chance to race with one of the superstars over here and maybe be a teammate or something like that with one of the endurance drivers, maybe in the second or third race. After they get the hang of it, they can carry on somebody else. So F1 Robbie, of course, a good friend of mine, and Dan McMoran. Y'all know him as Mackie 10. He is an actual crew member of the Toyota LMP1 team, Team Denso. I think he works with Kobayashi, I believe it is. And so he is. I'm saying again?
It's Gazoo, not
Gazoo. That's why I got you, CJ, because you correct me when I need to be corrected. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. He's going to. You can be teammates with him, and so of course this is just all for fun, and it's going to be something for guys to shoot for. I was there in the pits when the two cars came in, and that has got to be one of the most exciting experiences that I've had in motorsports. It's a lot of energy coming through the pits, and wow, yeah, it's bone rattling to say the least. So we have some surprises there. We also have Mr. Schallenberger bringing over Derek DeBow. Now, Derek is a GT3 driver in the IMSA series. He's raced in WeatherTech. He's raced in the World Endurance Series. He lives in I think Oregon. I can't say that right, but he is interested in what we're doing. And I keep telling these guys, they're watching. And, yeah, sure, Johnny. Well, they are watching. He's approached Mr. Schallenberger and asked him, how he could kind of get involved. And I think that's exciting to have a real race car driver watching us and really liking what we're doing. And so, you know, he's got probably a phone book full of guys that might want to come over here and just have a good time, you know, with the stream and just have a good race with us. So I'm not promising anything, but again, I'm not turning anything away either. These guys, you know, they're serious about their business, and this is a good diversion for them off season. So, you know, he's going to get us going here. We're going to have a meeting pretty soon here, and he's going to be sitting down with Mr. Schallenberger and myself during the Endurance Series, this first race. And you'll have a sit down. You'll be able to talk to, you can even call him on the phone or call us through the PlayStation Network, however you want to do that, and talk to him yourself, ask him questions. He wants to make himself available to the drivers and, of course, you know, to the fans out there, you know, to promote sim racing as a whole, not just the ministry, but sim racing as a whole. So, you know, again, exciting stuff on the horizon. Other than that, yeah, stop by Parada. Speaking of Parada, Mr. Schallenberger at ParadaDelastrada.com has a blowout sale. I tell you what, get your 6-gun Johnny and David Griffin assless chaps. They're available now. CJ BMX halter tops, and you know, they're flying off the shelf. Go get you some. No, he really does. Yeah, he has some great stuff out there. Go to the website or go to my website. I have a storefront for him there. I have links on my Facebook page to his wonderful business there. And I tell you what, man, he's got some kick butt clothes, man. I have some, you know, and I'm proud of what I wear, man. It's good quality stuff, and you know, I call it speedwear, but yeah, good stuff. Rio's a sponsored driver. He has sponsored Rio 1974. CJ said he can't drive, but yeah, Rio and CJ's other best friend, Antel. They're both sponsored drivers. Now, Antel does racing in Auckland, New Zealand, in the, I think it's a time trial series or something of that nature, but he uses his own race car. He has a real race car, a Toyota Supra, I believe it is. And so Mr. Schallenberger has sponsored him in that area. So lots of good things coming, man. There's a lot of opportunity, a lot of exposure here. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it. And with this endurance series, if we pull it off, I think we can generate a lot more interest. And like David said, we'll start slow with our guys. And, you know, I'd like to keep our core group, you know, guys like Family Motorsports, guys like Donnie Staubitz, Zebra. You know, these guys, you know, they've been with me for a while. And, of course, you know, they know what's up, and you know, I'd like to keep them with me and keep them going. You know, we got guys like CJ BMX and of course David Griffin. These guys are definitely understand endurance racing. Maybe not this particular platform at the moment, but they will. And you know, they're students of the art, and I think we can get it together. I think we'll have a successful series. As long as I temper myself and moderate myself, I think we'll be all right. With that said, I don't know. Anybody got anything? Pretty much covered it all. No, with the date. What was the date again, David? February. Griffin. Hello. 1 second. February 3rd. Let me check real quick. Let me see. Let me verify that. And
it's February 3rd.
February 3rd. All right. It'll be once a month after that. So.
Talked to CJ and he says if you set it to an endurance.
So I say that again?
You set a room to endurance and
okay.
You set a time duration. It will max out at 2:20 when the session starts. So if you want to do a 4-hour race, you need to do a lap count. So you need to take the fastest class and get an average lap time. And take that lap time and times that to whatever it turns out to be for laps, and that'll get you your 4 hours.
Well, there you go. Again, the minds are at work, and they've got it figured out. You know, right now we're just going over that in our head, but I'm sure there's more information out there. And of course, the more information we have, the better product we can provide to you. So please, guys out there, I know you're watching. Message us. Let us know. Let David know. I mean, I really can't do nothing with it, but these guys can. They know how to use that information and turn it into a good race. Let's do that. Let's get going. You guys, again, go to the website. I'm going to be on it tonight. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to separate all the people that have already signed up, and we're going to give it a tally here, and you know, pretty much know, I guess probably tomorrow, more or less what car we're going to be driving, so y'all guys can start practicing. So you know, again, practicing both now because you don't know which way we're going to go, GT3 and LMP2. full racing, everything, no assist. This is going to be a no assisted race. And of course, weather will not be a factor. Of course, I'm sure I'll figure something out to replace the weather with some kind of pain. We'll figure it out. With that said, I think that's pretty much it. Mr. B, you got anything to add, or you got any suggestions, comments, or concerns? All right. Little B, anything? Nope. All right. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you hanging out and doing our thing. We're gonna practice. Actually, right now we're practicing Monaco GP for tomorrow night's series. Our F1 series sponsored by Parada, and of course, and One Nautica are taking part in our little fiesta here. It's going to be a race of attrition. There's going to be bodies strewn across the track, and of course, it's going to be one heck of a. it's gonna be one heck of a drivers meeting afterwards. So stick around. I think you'll like it. So South Bronx getting disqualified here. So let's take a look at practice here. Mr. B on the top step. Wow! Can you dig it? A 118. There you go, Mr. B. I just just enjoy that for a minute. But there he is, top step practice. Mr. Family Motorsport. That's right. Just let him have it, CJ. Back up. Let him have it. Yeah, well, again, guys, tune in tomorrow night, man. This is going to be a great race. I'll tell you, man. I've always liked Monaco. Last season, Rosta 236 stunned the motorsports world. Almost won it, and a battle royale. I mean, it was just a cuff to fist with a fly high, man. It was a fantastic battle in the rain. So keep your eyes peeled. Maybe it'll rain tomorrow night. I hope it does, man. It's going to be great. I love rain in Monaco. So again, a race of attrition, a race of chaos, a race of madness. Tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel, 6 Gun Johnny YouTube. Other than that, sign up for the Ministries Endurance Series, LMP2 and GT3. Thanks again for joining us tonight for this quick, brief meeting, and we'll start qualifying here. And yeah, have a good evening.